While the North London derby victory will forever be etched in history for the incredible, unforgettable hat-trick from HINCAPIE'S, the true revelation of the match unfolded quietly in the defensive half. Everyone is rightfully focused on the goals and the attacking flair, but we need to pivot our focus to the player who delivered arguably the most complete and necessary performance. Piero HINCAPIE'S. Making his full debut for the club in the highest stakes fixture, a derby at home is a massive occasion for any player. However, what we witnessed was not a nervous introduction, but a performance so seamlessly integrated and aggressively executed that it speaks volumes about his readiness to become a cornerstone of this Arsenal team. He didn't just fill in for Gabriel. He set a new, high-octane standard for the left centre-back role, and in this comprehensive breakdown, we are going to explore exactly how HINCAPIE'S debut against Tottenham was a masterclass in tactical understanding and defensive dominance. The initial tactical directive for HINCAPIE was immediately evident in the team's rotational movements. He displayed an immediate grasp of the complex overload Arsenal frequently manufactures down the left flank. A hallmark of the team's progression strategy involves creating numerical advantages to draw defenders and unlock central space, and HINCAPIE was instrumental in enabling this. He operated in a slightly deeper pocket than a traditional centre-back during possession phases, creating a calculated spatial dilemma for the opposition. Richarlison, who was often tasked with pressing, was held accountable for tracking Zubimendi, which prevented the Spurs forward from jumping out quickly to close down HINCAPIE. This was a critical early advantage, particularly because Tottenham opted for a mid-to-low defensive block instead of the high press that was anticipated. This disciplined approach from the Ecuadorian allowed Arsenal to shift the ball and initiate rotations fluidly. We consistently saw Declan Rice drop into a deeper position, almost forming a temporary back three with the two centre-backs. This specific action was crucial, providing not only defensive security, but also the structural cover necessary to allow HINCAPIE to shift wider into the sort of hybrid left-back, wide centre-back position, where his best attributes shine. This positional flexibility ensured that the left-sided overload, often involving Rice, Trossard, and Kai Havertz, or even Ez, drifting across from the right, could become a constant, unpredictable force. HINCAPIE'S ability to find Trossard or Rice in pockets of space to carry the ball forward was the ignition point for many of these progressive attacks. Beyond positional discipline, HINCAPIE'S passing game revealed a confidence and experimental nature often associated with a veteran player, not someone on debut. We've often lauded Gabriel's willingness to execute highly confident, high-risk passes, particularly long balls to bypass stubborn defensive blocks. HINCAPIE immediately showcased this same fearless mentality, something that has occasionally been a point of critique for players like Saliba in similar low-block situations. In this single game, HINCAPIE attempted 6 long balls, completing 3 of them. These weren't hopeful clearances, they were purposeful attempts to push the ball up the pitch, stretch the mid-block, and find an attacker like Trossard behind the lines. This directness is a vital tool for dismantling a compact opposition, and is something Calaferi and Gabriel are known for. Now, HINCAPIE possesses that same dimension. What was truly fascinating was his involvement in the short passing game and his exemplary tempo control. There were many instances where he slowed the game down with a considered pass, only to accelerate it instantly through a sequence of decisive bounce passes. For instance, he demonstrated an excellent understanding of the bounce pass mechanic, a move Ez is brilliant at executing. He would pass the ball into Ez, who was often surrounded by several Tottenham players inside the defensive block, knowing that the immediate return pass would manipulate the defender's positioning. As a Spurs defender would jump to intercept the first pass, it would momentarily create space elsewhere. Subtle, yet highly intelligent way to destabilize the opposition structure. This ability to transition the team from a slow, probing build-up to a swift, high-tempo attack in a split second is a sign of immense football intelligence and contributes significantly to the team's thematic cohesion. While his offensive contributions were vital, it was HINCAPIE'S control vs his chaos in defence that truly defined his performance. He delivered one of the best defensive debuts we have seen in a North London derby. His defensive work was characterised by two core strengths: brilliant game reading and blistering pace. There were multiple moments where Tottenham attempted to build up or break, and HINCAPIE would cover immense distance, even crossing over to the far side of the pitch, where he seemingly shouldn't have been, to make a decisive interception. This is the definition of the aggressive front-foot centre-back Arteta desires, allowing his partner, Saliba, to maintain a slightly deeper, sweeping position. HINCAPIE'S physicality and pace made him an incredible matchup for Richarlison. He was not only as quick as the striker, but also equal in physical strength, making it extremely difficult for the Tottenham forward to retain possession or get past him. The commitment to aggression was constantly apparent, yet it was balanced by incredible discipline. He was always physical, ready to step in and win the ball back in high-risk areas outside the box, but he never crossed the line. For a debutant in such a fiery fixture, this level of controlled aggression is a testament to his experience and decision-making intelligence. Even when marking inside the box, a skill previously highlighted in his initial appearances, he was impeccable. He held Richarlison off perfectly, always maintaining his line, tracking the ball, and then peeling off at the right moment to execute a clean clearance. This masterclass in one-on-one marking in a congested box is a quality that offers exceptional peace of mind to the entire backline. The defining feature, however, was his utter aerial dominance. Tottenham's tactical setup revolved around a deep block and a heavy reliance on long balls, particularly from goal kicks, forced by Arsenal's ferocious press on Vicario. This strategy was completely nullified by HINCAPIE. HINCAPIE. Every single time the ball was kicked long, HINCAPIE rose higher, often behind or alongside Richarlison, and won the header with authoritative power. This was not a one-off moment, it was a repeating pattern throughout the match. He consistently demonstrated high jump, reach and immense power, ensuring the ball was headed away decisively, which is precisely the commanding presence Arsenal was thought to miss without Gabriel. His aerial strength led directly to the game's biggest moment of attacking intent in the second half. The team pressed, Vicario was forced to kick it long, and HINCAPIE got up incredibly well, winning the header behind Richarlison and directing the ball quickly into the path of a teammate. This action, the intent, the speed of thought, advanced the team up the pitch immediately. The resulting sequence, where Rice flicked it to Havertz, who then found Trossard for the hat-trick goal, directly stemmed from HINCAPIE'S aerial interception. His role in that fourth goal cannot be understated. It perfectly showcased both levels of Arsenal's current quality, breaking down a low block in the first half, and then winning the ball high up and countering ruthlessly in the second. Finally, the statistical readout of his performance confirms this analysis. He completed 34 of 37 accurate passes, with the 3 misses being his ambitious long balls, proving his short passing game was perfect and calm under pressure. He managed 5 passes into the final third from the centre-back position, demonstrating ball progression far beyond the norm. Defensively, he recorded 1 tackle, 4 clearances, 3 headed clearances, and 5 recoveries. His raw physical duels, 1 out of 4 ground duels, 1 and 2 out of 3 aerial duels won, might not look flawless, but they hide the reality. Even when he didn't technically win the ball, he made the duel tough enough to delay the opponent and allow teammates to recover and help. Help. This philosophy of delay is core to Arsenal's defensive ID. Overall, Piero HINCAPIE'S full debut was an exhibition of talent, intelligence, and experience that completely deserves the spotlight. He is an immediate high-quality and aggressive option who fits perfectly into Arteta's vision.